Hi everybody, welcome back. Thank you for joining me for another royal news video. So I've got my specs on today, a little bit tired. I normally do not wear them when I do videos, although I wear glasses. It's because of a ring light, because if that starts getting too distracting, I may take them off shortly, but I'm going to give it a go. So I hope you're all doing well, and I hope you had a nice enough weekend. Obviously for royal news, it was very upsetting for many of us. I had been so angry over the coverage to do with the Princess of Wales that when I first saw an article come up, or it was just tweets going back and forth with certain media outlets saying at 6 p.m. the palace is going to make a statement. And when I first saw her, I thought, oh, she looks absolutely beautiful. The gorgeous backdrop of the daffodils, because it's springtime in the UK. I know some people are struggling to understand that. And as she started saying how she wanted to thank everyone for the well wishes and support, and also her medical team, I thought to myself, I really hope that she hasn't done this video to quell all of the disgusting conspiracy theories, all of the rumours that have been going around. I thought that's really awful if she's been pressured into doing this. And then the moment that she said that she had found out that she's got cancer and she's having chemotherapy, my anger just turned into tears. I rang my mum straight afterwards. It was her voice, her words, everything. It was just such a shock. Now, I obviously think that I knew something serious was going on just because of her recovery time. But like many of you, that's as far as my brain process took it. Yes, I was concerned, but I certainly didn't want to talk about it on YouTube videos and add fuel to the fire and then start people having more conversations of what you think it could be, because I've always said I didn't care because it's none of my business. Her body is nobody else's business, despite what so many people seem to think. And I can only put it down to you have people like the Kardashians who so much as have a boil removed from their butts. They've got footage of it. You know, Harry and Meghan that have disclosed every personal detail, from Harry urinating on himself and having a blue chapped penis. You name it, people now, celebrities, there's no filter. They discuss everything. So people, it's like they couldn't grasp that the Princess of Wales was not disclosing her private medical history and what operations she had. And as it turns out, there were very good reasons for this. She was protecting her children and also trying to process the information herself. Now, I struggled to get my head around it at first because it came as such a shock. But then all I could think about was her children, her husband, Prince William, you know, all of their families. This family have been hit with one thing after another. First of all, Prince Philip, when he passed away. And of course, that was all at the time when Harry and Meghan launched their attacks, their stealth attack, all of the allegations. And then we lost the Queen. We also then had the King being diagnosed, Sarah, Duchess of York, being diagnosed with cancer. So to hear Catherine has got it as well was, honestly, it was unbelievable at this point. But cancer is one of those diseases that, unfortunately, I'm 41 and I lost a friend to it a couple of years ago. There are very few of us, I think, that even get to my age where cancer has not encroached in our lives one way or another, whether it be ourselves, whether it be a loved one, whether it be friends or even a neighbour. It affects so many people on a daily basis. And that's the thing with cancer. It's completely indiscriminate. It doesn't care who you are. It doesn't care if you're famous, if you're a film star, whether you're a singer or whether you're a builder. It doesn't care whether you are rich or whether you are poor. It doesn't care if you are young or if you are old. And one person who knows that sadly better than most is an incredible little girl called Mila Sneddon. She was actually picked out as one of the winning photographs for Catherine and the National Portrait Gallery's Hold Still campaign, which we saw Catherine had actually started up throughout the pandemic when we were all in lockdown. Mila was receiving treatment for leukemia, and it was the heartbreaking photographs of her father only being able to say hello to her through the glass. Mila was phoned by Catherine and they spoke a couple of times, and she promised little Mila, then she was very little, that when she was able, that she could come visit Catherine. And Mila had asked her to wear pink. She wanted Catherine to wear pink with her because it was her favourite colour. And Catherine did not disappoint. Mila and her family were invited to Balmoral Castle, and these photographs were shared with the world. Mila looked like a little princess sitting there kicking her legs. She was happier than anything. It was a real joy to see, and I thought it was wonderful that Catherine did that for her and her family. They have kept a friendship, and Mila was even invited to the Carols at Christmas, the Together Again concert. But Mila in 2022, she rang that bell that she is actually cancer free. She is a courageous little girl that shows so much courage that I could say could honestly put a lot of adults to shame. And Mila has done something which I thought was incredibly sweet. This is why I bring her up. She has given her wishes to Catherine privately, but also publicly. And I just thought this was really beautiful and I wanted to share it. And these are the stories of encouragement I want to see. These are the things that need to be flooded on social media. James Middleton, her brother, he did a wonderful post as well, where he included the photograph from their childhood and said, "Over the years, we have climbed many mountains together. As a family, we will climb this one with you too." And I thought that was beautiful. My friend Rem on Twitter as well, she posted this lovely photograph and wrote the words, "In the midst of darkness, light persists." And I thought that was a really fitting tribute. I'm so sick of reading the negativity surrounding Catherine that we have seen in the last few months. This is a woman who has behaved impeccably in public for decades, who has never brought any shame or dishonour onto the royal family, to the country, to the Commonwealth nations, who has shown nothing but kindness and compassion to others. The way Catherine has been treated is criminal at this point because it's been continuous. The media in the last 24 hours have finally been calling out the number of bot farms that are actually involved with targeting the Princess of Wales and Prince William. Bot farms have heavily been involved in the campaign about spreading conspiracy theories about both of them and other members of the royal family, including the King. But I can't help but feel that the media are almost using this as a bit of a card, a bit of deflection from their behaviour. Because yes, bot farms have definitely been involved in this and it definitely needs investigating, but they have also been part of this teaming up together and gearing each other on with conspiracy theories or demanding that the Princess of Wales reveals private medical information. And as I've said before, people have said that the media have changed since Diana from what we have seen play out in the last couple of months. Have they really? As for the bot farms, this is a story that many of us that are pro-monarchy and royal supporters on social media have been saying about for years. There is a definite connection, as far as I'm concerned, with the fact that these bot farms, these trolling, the harassment, the stories, the rumours, the drama only really started when this person joined the royal family. Bot farms are little more than guns for hire, and I really think someone needs to do a deep dive into who is organising and paying these bot farms to carry out these targeted attacks when they are quite clearly very much being directed purely at the Prince and Princess of Wales. Another reason why I think it has definitely got something more to do with Meghan and Harry, again, this is just my personal feelings on this, is their Sussex Squad fan base, and not all of them. Some people are just genuine fans of Harry and Meghan. But the most extreme ones, the ones that issue death threats and write all of these disgusting vile posts that I won't even share with you, that the real depths of humanity that makes you fear for the future of the human race. These are the ones that push the exact same conspiracy theories, the exact same rumours, the exact same articles at the same time as these bot farms. So it makes you wonder, they're not robots. These are people that call themselves fans of Harry and Meghan. Why are they pushing the same things as so-called Russia, China and Iran? As I've stated many times before in other videos, Harry and Meghan do not call out their toxic fan base. If anything, they've been photographed with some of them when they go to events. They have been thanking them for some of their fundraising, and some of the worst trolls have had phone calls from them. People have been reporting about some of these people that are huge defenders of Harry and Meghan being some of the most disgusting, vile internet trolls out there. Harry and Meghan speak to parents at seminars discussing about online bullying. Harry and Meghan lecture people to do with people being attacked on the internet, yet they have never thought to stand up to their own fan base that are targeting their own families. If Harry and Meghan truly cared about their fan base attacking members of the royal family when they're at their most vulnerable, and this included Prince Philip at the time, the Queen, when they were ill and in their final years, plus Catherine, then they could have just said, we really appreciate your support, but please can you not direct these continued attacks towards our family members in our name? But of course, as we know, it's one of the few times that Harry and Meghan remain silent, a bit like Africa Parks. One of the biggest problems that Harry and Meghan are going to face with their silence over their fan base and these bot farms attacking the family is it's not just them. They have people that have worked with them. You've got Omid Scobie, who worked on Finding Freedom, and then, of course, Endgame, which was surrounded by its own controversy because he decided to name the King and Catherine as the royal racists. Sorry, I will correct myself. He didn't name them. An accidental copy that had the names written in them was mistakenly sent to the translators, and these women then put it into the book. Omid obviously went on TV and near enough cost these women their reputation. Luckily, the publishers stood by them. Omid didn't think twice about lying to save his own skin and could have potentially ruined the careers of these two women. I'm yet to wait for his public apology to them. But it's obvious that Omid very much included Catherine in a version of the book that quite clearly did exist. But Harry and Meghan could have shut that rumour down. All they had to do was put a statement out. We know that they like to put statements out over some of the most petty and trivial things. But no, again, they remained silent, just as they did when these allegations got proved to be complete lies. After Oprah, they let the Queen and Prince Philip go to their graves with some of these awful allegations overhanging their heads, when Harry could have just turned around and said, my family are not racist. He did eventually do that, but only after Prince Philip and the Queen had passed away. But Omid Scobie isn't even the only one that knows the Sussexes. A odious man, who I will not say his name, he appeared on their Netflix docu-series, and he has been one of the people that has recently reared his head, has been talking about everything's a big conspiracy theory, and he fuels the Sussex Squad fan base. Yet Harry and Meghan again stay silent on this. As Meghan once said, to be complacent is to be complicit. So, of course, we've had lots of counter stories come out about the caring Meghan and compassionate Harry. Harry offers an olive branch. Well, it was just a matter of time before one newspaper printed that old story. Meghan privately reaches out to Catherine. Harry and Meghan are talking about coming back to save the day in so many words or another. Well, Harry and Meghan reaching out privately, well, I'm sorry, I don't believe that. I don't believe that Catherine or William would actually answer calls from the couple through fear of it being recorded and ending up in a magazine. But their statement was actually issued through Harper's Bazaar. That's bizarre in itself, a fashion magazine that Omid Scobie used to work at. Their statement said, we wish health and healing for Kate and the family and hope they are able to do so privately and in peace. One whole sentence. Yes, no word salad from Meghan there, just short, sharp and bitter. Can't even call that one sweet. There would have been more warmth if a robot had written it. Jill Biden, Catherine Zeta-Jones, Ivanka Trump, just to name a few people, their messages were actually heartfelt and nice and respectful and just had that air of genuine compassion to them. The fact that they called her Kate and not Catherine, no title, it was passive aggressive, which is their normal style, but even at this most sensitive time. For people to say that they've reached out privately, I don't believe that for 1 second. First of all, we can see that they gave their statement to a fashion magazine. And secondly, I do not believe that Prince William and Catherine have given out their mobile numbers to those two in a long, long time. As I said earlier, Harry and Meghan could have stopped those racism rumours being directed at Catherine and the King a long time ago when Omid Scobie stirred it up with Endgame. They chose not to, not even when in January it was revealed that Catherine had undergone major surgery. They could have shut it down still then, but again, they remained silent. If Harry and Meghan couldn't reach out despite knowing that Catherine had undergone a very serious operation, why did it take cancer? The same as these celebrities that are now coming forward and apologising for their behaviour. I'm sorry, they're only marginally better than the ones that have just discreetly deleted their tweets because they think that the internet is not forever and we are not going to remember. They're only marginally better because they still joined in on the conspiracy theories. They still joined in on the hashtags and the big pile-on to a woman that had done nothing wrong to them, who was recovering from major surgery, that was having 3 months off, who wanted a bit of peace and privacy, that she had requested that. They still thought it was appropriate to pile on her then, but oh no, when it's cancer, oh, they must apologise. Are they apologising, or is it basically their PR team saying, you really might want to get an apology out there? You better go out into the streets and start banging some pots and pans and wear a Team Kate t-shirt, because this isn't going to work in your favour. They are no different to Harry and Meghan. If you cannot be nice to someone when they are well, if you are only nice to them after they are sick, that's about you trying to clear your conscience. Well, I say that's like Harry and Meghan, but I honestly believe at this point these two do not have a conscience, and it's more concern of how they might look to other people. Now, as far as people pushing these conspiracy theories, all to do with Catherine's video, I'm just gonna quickly go through this. It was filmed by the BBC. The BBC have given a statement and they have said that it was a team of people that were involved with it. It's not the same jumper that people are saying that she wore many years ago, although Catherine does re-wear quite a lot of her clothes because it has different sleeves. Who cares? Daffodils are in season in the UK because it is spring. Her engagement ring does not disappear. The background looks still because Catherine is the focus point. It's not a green screen, and I'm so over this bullshit. Can you tell? If a woman comes onto TV, one, she was forced to do it because people hacked her private medical records. That is my true belief why Catherine did it when she did. She's forced to come on TV and she tells you that she is concerned about her children's welfare and that she needs support, she needs some time because she has cancer and she is starting chemotherapy. And the only thing that you can think to do with that is to cause more conspiracy theories, to pull apart the video. Then I have absolutely got no energy left to try and reason with people like that. I'm just blocking people now. I'm not talking to people. If I see that shite appear on my timelines, I'm just blocking because I don't want to see it. There is nothing wrong with any of you guys that were expressing your concerns for Catherine and you're worried about her. That's lovely. That's normal. What those people are doing is not normal. It is cruel and it is completely unnecessary. And the only way that I can think to stop people like this is to just not give them the oxygen and attention that they want. And that involves trying to reason with them and to argue back at them. Now, as for Prince William not appearing on the video with her, this isn't just trolls that are saying this is reporters saying this. Has it occurred to them that Catherine wanted to do this by herself? It is her story. It is her journey. I can speak from personal experience. When I'm upset and I'm trying to keep myself together, the last thing I want is my husband holding my hand or my best friend trying to give me a hug. Because when I'm trying to keep myself in one piece without falling apart, that mere simple touch or look, seeing them being upset or worried for me, will set me off. You don't know where Prince William was. He might have just been keeping the children company while Catherine was filming it. He could have well been behind, sat with the children quietly, watching Catherine record this message for the public. And the other thing as well, people just don't seem to care what Prince William is feeling. His father has got cancer. His wife has got cancer. He's trying to keep life as normal as possible for his children. He is also heir to the throne. With the Queen only being gone a couple of years, Prince William is trying to take on the new role of the Prince of Wales. And two of the people that I'm sure he cares most about in this world are both battling cancer. It is a scary time for all of their families. But sure, let's keep tearing apart Prince William, the man that is supporting Catherine and being her strength in these dark times. Catherine wrote the speech herself. She wanted to tackle this head on. The same as she came out and she admitted it was her that had edited her family photograph taken by her husband of their children. Perhaps if she had thrown a Kensington Palace member of staff under the bus, perhaps people would have gone a little bit easier on her. But she didn't. She came out and said, yeah, sorry, it was me. I'm sorry for any confusion. Catherine yet again shows class, dignity, courage, and strength. And this was clearly shown in the video that she released to the world. She wasn't just reassuring others that she's going to be okay. This wasn't just about Catherine taking back control of her story and shutting down the conspiracy theories. It was also about using her experience that she and her family are currently going through to provide assurance to those that are not just worried, but also others who are also affected by cancer, to not give up hope and that they are not alone. Even in what must clearly be a very deeply emotional and stressful time, not just for Catherine, but Prince William, for their children, for their families, Catherine is still sat there showing kindness and compassion, and she's trying to comfort others where cancer might have affected their lives as well, as she tells the world about her own cancer journey. That to me shows unbelievable strength and courage, and this is why she is loved, why she is respected, and why she is admired all around the world. And this is also why one day Catherine will make an incredible queen alongside her king. So guys, that's it for me on this video. I will be back with you very soon where we will be talking about what members of the royal family have been up to and why Harry and Meghan will never be trusted ever again. So guys, take care for now. See you soon. Bye.